Peace, 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 man. Your good brother from another mother, man. CJ, aka, with my bro, Guy Nollywood Jr. And if you could, you know, just look at the bottom ticker, the bottom banner. This is the discussion today. We're calling out all frauds and phonies, and this is gonna be hurtful because you got a lot of these blackety black wanna be pro black ass dudes. That's why I don't even call myself pro black. Like I'm just tired of hearing black people talk about that they're pro black. Like just take a look at you got black folks out here, man, voting for Joe Biden, falling up behind the goddamn Democratic Party. But what the hell? I thought Marcus Garvey taught to do for self. So if we are to do for self, voting for Joe Biden is not going to do anything to elevate us. But let's not. I don't want to get way off of the topic. I'm gonna allow first and foremost, my good brother Guy Nollywood Jr. to just come on, just introduce himself real quick.
Hey, hold up, my brother. Thanks for having me. This is Guy Nollywood Jr., represent the RBG Nation. And we just gonna go in on a couple of things, man. I'm just looking forward to this. We're gonna get some things off our chest. And like I said, this ain't no beef or nothing like that. This is calling out all the frauds, the scammers, you know what I'm saying, the phonies, you know what I mean? And all the fakes. And it's like I know the truth hurts, but it's just this it is what it is.
That's right, man. I want to begin with this. I just want to ask my brother Guy like a couple of different questions. Um, I've been patiently waiting up in the background, and I really haven't, been out here on social media like that any longer. But I've been noticing a recent beef, a recent beef between you and two of these um B-Rabs, these black Arabs, black Muslims. And I'm going to say names. Normally I don't say names, but today I'm going to say names, and one of them goes by the name of Maurice Muhammad, and the second one goes by the name of Angel Snupnut 007. But we gonna take them one at a time. But I was watching the stream that you was on, bro, and it was the sister goes by the name of Sister Nandy, and she exposed Maurice Muhammad. She said that she had did the research and the field work, and she found this man's criminal record, and it's shown that he's a proven pedophile. He's a pervert. And she also claimed that she had photographs of this man masturbating up in public. And wow, to me, that's just very, very hurtful, right? Because the image that Maurice Muhammad always put out into the atmosphere was being this man of black supremacy, this black first guy, this guy that was black only and exclusively. So to hear that he has a criminal record, all right, for him being a pervert and masturbating in public and doing all that sicko, perverted type of things. That right there, man, just really, really shocked me because in a million years, I would have never had um thought that Maurice Muhammad would have been the last brother that I ever would have um figured out or pointed out as being a pedophile, being a pervert. I mean, it's just sickening and it's a shame. But then before, I start to interview my brother Guy Nollywood Jr. and get the 411 on what's going on, I have a little screen share and I addressed this a long, long time ago. But my brother, You know, he claimed to have, well, he did it for some of his constituents, right? To have cleared this up. But brother Guy, I just want to make sure. Can you see this image that I'm showing right now? Good, bro.
Yes, I do. I do see it.
Okay. Okay. All right. This right here was the first nail up into the coffin. Now, the respect that I had for Maurice Muhammad, a black man, a black only man, a black first man, a black supremacist that is against the system of racism, white supremacy, the establishment of disenfranchisement against our kind. This man that I looked up to as being black. And when I saw this, when this image was sent to me, this destroyed the little bit of hope that I had left, right? Okay, now we're looking at this image. Um, we got brother Maurice Muhammad. And I don't know if you see this white woman, this pasty. You know what I'm saying? She got the afro. We're going to read through a little bit of this. If you look to the left, Maurice Muhammad on April the 24th, 4th.
Big bro,
Yeah,
CJ,
yeah.
you sound a little static. You're really bad, staticky. You got a little static.
I'm really staticky.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's like I can't. It's getting
You can't
worse.
even make out what I'm saying. It's that bad.
Yeah,
Hold up.
you gotta just maybe you're too
Hold up.
close to the mic. I don't know what it is. I
Okay.
don't know.
What about now?
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was, because I had, yeah, I was like right up on the mic, man. I'm sorry, because I want to make sure that the words that I'm saying are picked up. So
Yeah.
I'm going to reshare the screen. Did you hear
Okay.
anything that I said once I put the picture up, or it was staticky as hell?
Yeah, I heard it, but it was still. I want the.
Okay.
I've heard it, but I want the people to really hear it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Okay. Now, all right. In a nutshell, let me just break it down. Maurice Muhammad, man, was a man that I looked up to, was a role model of mine, because he was a man that was supposed to be black first, a man that's black only and exclusively, a man that was for all people, supposedly. So, if you're black first, black only and exclusively, what in the hell would you as a black man have to do with, white women? So I just wanted to break that down, man. I'm sorry that I was suffering from technical difficulties, but let me just read this. Maurice Muhammad, April the 24th. Okay, I got to make sure that, okay, this time I'm being picked up. I got to make sure that the context is being addressed and what I mean, because these days, man, interracial relationships are prevalent everywhere you look, to the left and right, man. All black men want to be with is non-black men. I mean non-black women. Excuse me. Oh no, no homo. No, that was a mistake. But what I'm saying is all black men want to be with is non-black, non-African women. Now we're gonna get on these fake ass elbows, these fake old fake Muskogee Indians and these fake Creek Indians. We're gonna get on all of them, man. But that's today we're calling them all fakes, frauds, and phonies. All right. Now, why this hurt me? Because I'm used to black people in general, African people, man, loving the white man, loving the yellow man, the brown man. I mean, African folk will, what I'm saying, marry and love and anything but their own kind, because they hate you know, Africa. They hate African people. But all right, let's get into this. I just want to put context out there so people understand where I'm coming from. All right, now Maurice Muhammad, man, he sent this to this white woman. You could clearly see from the image. This is definitely a white woman. She has kinky hair. I don't know what type of chemical that she placed up into her hair to make it kink up like this. But she's definitely not a black woman. She ain't even a mulatto. Brother Guy, is this woman a mulatto? Or is that woman a black woman? Is that a black woman that you see on photo, bro?
Can you put that picture back up there? Because I missed that.
Or you can't see it?
No, put
Hold
that
up,
picture back up there.
Okay. Oh, I'm not screen sharing.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Mhm.
Hold up. What? Okay. Okay. Hold up. Okay. My bad. Man, I got caught off guard by my microphone staticking. Can you see the picture now, Brother Guy?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
That right there, that woman, is that a black woman?
Oh no, that's a pale faced white woman.
Is that a mulatto?
Nope. She's a white girl who claimed that she's Jewish.
Oh wow. Mm-hmm. So I have a question. First and foremost, before we even get off into the Sister Nandy situation, what is Mr. Black Supremacy doing messaging a white woman? Mr. Black Supremacy, Mr. Black First.
Well, according to his words, he was trying to bring her out. Okay, and he was going to his double O mission trying to bring her out. That's what he says. But reality is he was going to make her his one of his wives, I guess. I don't know. But he was definitely been with this one. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me just read a little bit of it because I want to make sure that the context. Okay, from Maurice Muhammad, this was on April the 24th, I believe, of last year in 2020. Okay, if you are committed to keeping your hair that way, go with it. But if you are not, then don't. Let me see you with the hair the other way. All right, right there. We're going to go statement by statement. Okay, what is Mr. Black Supremacy? Why would he even give two SHITS? Because I want to keep this PG rated. Why would he give two FUCKS about a white woman's hair? Mr. Black First, Brother Guy. Why would he be asking to see this white woman's hair? Brother Guy.
Well, I believe, in my opinion, that he was attracted to her and he wanted her, that's the type of women that he likes. Because if you really look at it, most of people in the Nation of Islam, the black men are with non-black women. And this is now the Nation of Islam are now integrated. You don't see real sisters compared to the black people back then to back then. When you saw the sisters back in the 60s, most of the sisters were dark-skinned women, beautiful women. And I remember one time he did a live stream and he showed his children. Bozo Muhammad showed his children. And one of them, somebody had mentioned, said, why your kids are so light-skinned? And he tried to make it seem, all black people come in all shapes, all colors, or some stupid shit that he said. So this is what he's attracted to. I mean, realistically, you know what I'm saying? So, and the bottom line is he reached out to her. It wasn't like she reached out to him. He reached out to her. And he had private meetings with her, private meetings. You know what I'm saying? That's what he, quote unquote. You know what I mean? So, that's what he was doing. He was secretly involved with this woman, and he was trying to play like it wasn't. He wasn't doing it, and that's why I don't like. He should have just been honest and saying, "Yo, me and this white woman had an affair."
But okay, bro. My second question is, all right, but not Mr. Black First. I mean, I could see like one of these coons who love white women, but wow, this is Mr. Black First, Mr. Black Initiative, Mr. Black Supremacy, Mr. Nation of Islam. The white man is the devil. What the hell, bro? This is Mr. Black First we're talking about now. We're not talking about just a typical Negro. Mr. Black First himself is doing this. Like, what's your thoughts on
That's
that,
right.
bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Yo,
you.
okay, what's your
My
thoughts?
thoughts
This
is,
is Mr. Black First,
you hear me?
bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the man is clearly in denial. He's in denial with himself. Yeah, it was a very disappointing when I saw this, um, because he was, all this time, he was talking about, he was used the word cracker and all this other stuff in his and everything all throughout his videos, but behind closed doors, this is what he really wants. And I
Wow.
think, plus, she says she has some money too. So, everybody know that this bum, live off of women. He live off of women. He's not working. You know what I'm saying? So now he's over in Mississippi, and I think he wanted to take her. I think I've heard that he was going to take her to Mississippi or something like that. I don't know what was the relation, but the bottom line is he got caught, and now he tried to save face. I don't like that. So he exposed himself. Ain't nobody exposed him. I didn't. This information came from him. It did not come from the quote unquote enemy that he always say. So this information came from him, and he wanted everybody to know that he was involved with this white girl. And
Bro.
for me, who's claimed, let me say this real quick.
Yeah.
For me, if you're gonna say that you black first, and you talking about you gonna die for the black woman and all this other stuff, but you calling black women bitches, you calling Leah Muhammad a whore, and all this other disgusting stuff. But then we come down to this white woman, and it's on record that you called her beautiful. You called her beautiful not once, but twice.
Wow. Man,
Called her a
bro.
queen. So
And we're
this
gonna
is
get into
this.
the rest, bro.
But no, 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 no. I was going to no,
Go
because
ahead,
this
bro.
is disgusting. This is disgusting. And he's one of the dudes that he's one of the phonies that we have to get rid of in our race. And I yield the mic.
Oh yeah. Well, the first question was, bro, um, I really don't be going live like that. So the favor I was gonna ask of you is if after this stream is done, if you could download it and premiere it to your channel so the viewers can see this. If you could do that, bro, it'd
Yeah,
be well appreciated, bro. So the people can see it.
no problem.
The stream,
Mhm.
definitely. But okay. Now I'm just looking at a couple more of these statements. Oh wow. Stop hiding. You are beautiful. And she says hiding. She calls herself Mrs. Black Power. But she's a white woman for sure. And I never known that. I thought Black Power was about the black man financially, militarily, and coming in power and producing, procreating with black women, producing black babies. And we make our own laws, our own rules. We are our own police, our own firefighters, our own doctors. I thought that's what Black Power was about, breaking away completely from this system, 1,000%. But this man and brother Maurice Muhammad, I hope you hear my voice, bro. You really let me down, man. You really let me down, brother. Like, man, I had you of all people, man. This is hurtful. This is like a dagger up in the back. Like, this is like a dagger up in the back, man. It really is. For you to be exposed like this up in your inbox, brother, you are supposed to exemplify what black first and black supremacy represents. But you are out here calling white women beautiful. And I watched your rebuttal, so I know that these messages did happen. Like you did not deny the messages. You claimed that, you were trying to bring her on board for some spook that sat behind the door type of agenda. So you didn't deny that you sent these messages. This is treasonous. This is treasonous. Now, we're gonna stop sharing this image, but I'm gonna give. I gotta say something on closing of this image, and then we're gonna get off into something totally different about the brother. But this is treasonous. This is treasonous, man. Look at what they did to Benedict Arnold. Like even white folks know how to deal with their traitors. White folks deal with their traitors. Look at how they dealt with Benedict Arnold. Yeah, he was white, but he sold secret plans over to the enemy of white America, and they murdered Benedict Arnold. This is what needs to happen to traitors, liars, deceiters, scammers, hustlers, charlatans, con artists. We need to just get rid of them, man. Wipe the community out of them. But before we close this image out, bro, any last words about this image? Just this situation. We're going to get into the Nandy next, but just this situation before we close the image out. Any last words, brother guy?
Yeah. I just want to say this is definitely treasonous, and this bozo really need to own up to it. And I don't give a damn if he get mad, he gets upset. And again, ain't nobody you talk about integrity. Where was your integrity when you started saying these things? Where was your integrity then, sir? So don't get mad at me. Don't get upset. You got to own this. Instead of you just be coming out and being honest and say, yeah, I did it. And I needed some, wanted some vanilla cream in my coffee. You got into this whole, you lying and all this other stuff, blah, 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 blah. And you got this from the enemy. I didn't get this. I got this from you. This came from you. You did this. Okay. So you got to own up to this. And this is definitely treasonous. But again, we already know that you're fake and you're phony and you're a trickster. And that's all I got to say on that, man.
Man, yes, sir. Yes, indeed, man. Yo, I don't care either, bro. Maurice Muhammad, he's been attacking you recently, but he's going to attack me because I have to tell the truth. I have to stand for the truth. I have to stand for the truth, regardless of what it costs. And Maurice Muhammad, man, I know at this point, because we're gonna that's why I say the only thing that I ask of you, the only favor I ask is that you premiere this video. You download it after it's done and premiere it so the people can hear it. And I want to make sure that Maurice Muhammad in particular hears it. Man, he's like you say, he's a slickster. This is treasonous, man. This is treasonous. This brother, man, yo, it was supposed to have been brothers like this that I look up to, man, as being a role model of black excellency. Like, much love to, wife Muhammad. Like, your black wives, your African wives. Oh, I rock with it. But this man is called dirty. I'm talking about caught red-handed, man. Caught red-handed, man. And that's why I heard somebody told me, I'm not 100% sure of who told me, but somebody told me that when one of his wives, his African wives, heard about this, they was throwing dishes at him and everything, yo. I forgot who told me about that. But okay, we're gonna get off into the next part of this. This is just the beginning. Let me stop sharing the screen, close out this image or whatever, and then we're gonna talk about another recent issue. Now, there's also something else that supposedly happened, right? I'm trying to see, how do I see my comments? Hold up, because I'm just making sure that Maurice Muhammad doesn't show his dirty face. He should be walking away somewhere with his tail tucked in between his legs right now, man.
And like I said, if you want that smoke, if that clown want that smoke, invite me on your panel, dude. You want to
You
talk
should.
about you? This clown talking about he gonna come back with vengeance, try to attack a black woman. Bring me on your panel, dude. Bring me on your panel. Don't attack a black woman. Bring me
Yeah,
on your
but
panel.
right. Facts. I feel you. But Maurice Muhammad, man, it's like, do you agree? He should be somewhere, man, hiding. Like hiding up in the bush, man, with his tail tucked in between his
He
legs.
should not
He
make
was let down.
he should not make one YouTube video, man.
Nah, man. Hey, facts, bro. We're gonna get over to this next situation, man, because we called them all out today, bro. All the foolishness and the phoniness. And I wish, no, I'm just because I had a viewer that popped in and just left, and I'm hoping that that's brother Maurice Muhammad. You should be ashamed of yourself, bro. Brother Maurice Muhammad, you should be ashamed of yourself if you are listening. You'll hear the replay. You should be somewhere hiding up in the bushes with your tail tucked in between your legs. Cowardly. A cowardly brother, man. Maurice Muhammad, man. Come on, bro, man. You let us down, man. Those of us that looked up to you as a example of excellency. But yeah, okay. All right, the next situation, right? I watched the stream, man, with Sister Nandy. You know, peace to that African um queen. You know what I mean?
Shout out
But
to Sister Natty. Shout out to her. Hotel.
yeah, and she said that she has some very damning evidence. See, first of all, Sister Nandy, she don't rock with the NOI, with the Nation of Islam, because she knows that, or she speaks and teaches that Farrakhan is a charlatan. And I hate to say it like that, but it is what it is, man. I gotta tell the truth. If I sugarcoat the truth, man, I'm no good than a doggone charlatan. If I allow a charlatan to suckle the money from out of a community and do nothing for black folk, do nothing for African people, and put out misinformation, then I'm no better. But okay, all right, just fast forwarding a little bit, Sister Nandy, she says she has some very, very damning evidence against our good brother, Maurice Muhammad, that she has this criminal record. And she also, and this, whoa, this right here was like, this is the final nail up in the coffin. And I promised my brother God Nollywood Jr. that if this evidence ever came out, I was gonna go hard on Maurice Muhammad to death, do us part. Because I'm not playing that stuff. I heard that she has evidence. Well, I'll give Maurice Muhammad two options: either step down, stop speaking for black folk, or the other option is um death. I mean, you could murder yourself, or we could send a mob, to do it for you. So you got two options, man. You could step the hell down, or you can die. And because you're not a teacher, if this comes out and these pictures are, Sister Nandy really has these photographs of you masturbating in public, how could we ever look up to you as being a teacher? Now, I'll, granted, this could have been in your early days, because I remember even Brother Malcolm. Brother Malcolm, in his early days, man, when he was Malcolm Little before he became Malcolm X and was, and started to embrace the teachings. He lived a very criminal type of lifestyle. So, that would be your third out to get out of this. You know what I'm saying? If you could show that that was up in your younger days, because if Sister Nandy was able to produce this photo of you masturbating in public, it better be before you were conscious. It better be before you were awoke, before you came into the teachings. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, you got three different options. But what's your thoughts on that, bro? Oh, okay. What's the whole stream, man? How did the stream go down, bro? I watched that stream, but You were on the panel that day. So, man, break that down to the audience, bro. I'm gonna mute
Well,
myself. Break it down.
well, well, I wasn't really planning on getting on there, but Sister Andy, invited me on the panel. So I was to say, okay, I'm just gonna say my piece, because he came on there with this this super pro-black mentality, saying that, oh, our Jesus is black and all this other nonsense. So, but he mentioned about his Nation of Islam. We a Nation of Islam, blah, 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 blah. So that's how they got in his ass. So, of course, he tried to, of course, he can't handle his emotions, and he got loud with Sister Nandy and Black Son and Brother Black Son. So, of course, they cut his ass off. Then he tried to get on Angel Nut, the pedal mental patient, and then he tried to talk reckless on there. So she decided to do a video on both of them. I don't really concern myself with the pedal mental patient too much because he's no threat. I don't find him a threat to me, and I damn sure don't find Bozo Muhammad a threat. The only thing with Bozo Muhammad is that he talked tough. He talked tough, and he made a comment saying that I was afraid of him. So that was so he's always been my target. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like bullies. You're not going to bully me. You're not going to bully other people. You know what I'm saying? I take that very seriously. So what happened was, now as far as this allegation is concerned, it's an allegation. I don't know. I haven't seen no proof of that. I hope they got the right I hope Sister Nandy got the right person, because there's many Maurice Muhammad's. So you will have to go by his his last name, Rivers. I know his middle name is D. I think his D stands for Darnell Rivers or something like that. I think his middle initial is Darnell. If I'm not mistaken. But you have to go by that and see if that's really him. But I don't really go by allegations. I hope that is not true. Him exposing himself like that. I'm not going to say he did or he didn't. I try not to get too involved of someone's past, but I always attack people's hypocrisy. And that's what I attack, his hypocrisy. But yeah, certain things need to be brought out. If he's out there, if he did that, it needs to be exposed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a crime. It's a crime of humanity. It's a crime to our women. And we don't play that as African people. We don't play those things. But I hope that's not true. So I won't say he did or he didn't. I'm not going to say that because I don't go by allegations. I'm not going to say I believe that. I don't want to believe that. But if he did, he need to be dealt with. Period. But what I did mention, and I brought up what he said about how he, I don't know if you heard the video, and I played the video. It's not on his page, but it's on, I think it's on his boy's page, the Uncle Ruckus page. And when he said that it was okay for a man to kiss another man. So he was talking about how Farrakhan kissed that white man on the mouth. What's his name? Michael Flegger, the Christian, the Roman Christian dude. He said it was okay. He said that he didn't find nothing wrong with that. He also said he didn't find nothing wrong with two men holding hands.
What? You got to be kidding me.
Right?
Bro.
Yeah. I played what he said. Now it didn't come from me. It came from him. He said because that's how they do in the Muslim world. Now he's Muslim. Now my whole thing is this: if you're a follower of Farrakhan, then you should follow everything he does. Now, if you say that's not what he did, he didn't do anything wrong, that means you practice it as well. You don't find nothing wrong with it. Now, you claim that you don't do those things, but I don't believe you. Because you, in one breath, you saying that you're a follower of Farrakhan, not Elijah Muhammad, but he said he's a follower of Farrakhan. He's a Fahrenheit. So, but then he turns around and says, "Well, I don't do those things. I don't kiss, I don't hold hands, with another man." But you say you're a Fahrenheit, you're a Farrakhan. So if you follow Farrakhan, that means you do these things. I don't believe nothing what this dude says. See, 1 minute he's talking. 1 minute he claimed that he speaks about the Nation of Islam, but then you're talking about Arab traditions. But then you turns around and says, well, the Nation of Islam don't follow Arab traditions. But then you embrace the Arab traditions by saying, well, Farrakhan is the leader of the Arab world or the Muslim world. See, he's flip-flopping back and forth. And this is the reason why when you come out into the public with all that rhetoric, he thinks that no one's not going to check him. He thinks he's an authority of the things that he says. He thinks he's authority of information. You're not an authority of information. You're speaking this pseudo bull crap. You're feeding wrong. You're feeding poison to our people, and he needs to be checked. And this is the reason why you saw Leah Muhammad. She was going in on him. Everybody was dissing him. And I think people just got tired of this clown. People just really got tired of him and all his pseudo talk and all this flip-flopping and double talking and triple talking and quadruple talking. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people are just tired of it. And nobody's not going to stand it. So yeah, I exposed him as far as his Poindexter rhetoric, because that's what it is. His false teachings. You know what I'm saying? So it's wrong, because if any other, and then you have the elder on his he said he been in the nation for 50 years. He said, I never seen that. He said, I never seen that in my life. See two men holding hands and kissing on the mouth. I never seen that. He said, well, if you do the research, so you don't even have respect for elders. If your elder said it's wrong and it's not right, and he's been here longer than you just born yesterday. But you're going to tell an elder that he's wrong? You're going to tell Leah Muhammad, to tell a sister who's older than you, way older than you, that she's wrong? Does that make any sense? But you think you're the authority of the Nation of Islam? You know what I'm saying? So when people, I'm going to say this real quick, and I'm going to pass the mic. So when people check him, he gets very emotional. He don't know how to handle his emotion. This is the reason why I beat him in that debate that we had. He didn't show no evidence. And that's the thing. He don't show no sources. And I hope he comes with this so-called vengeance, because I want to be on this. I would love to be on that dude's panel. And I yield the mic.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. Yeah, definitely, man. The truth is going to be told today. And this is an open, Brother Maurice Muhammad is on trial for treason. And that old school African mob justice, man. Yeah, we would, as a mob, band together and hunt him down, burn down his hut, and put this man on trial. You know what I'm saying? I would get, he has options, but I personally don't want to believe it, just like you don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe that Sister Nandy is going to be able to produce evidence. I know what my criminal record is looking like. And I know you get all these kings and these queens, you know what I'm saying? I heard they all about trying to expose people and all that good stuff, right? But I just hope that it's not true because I looked up to Maurice Muhammad as a role model, a black first man that represented black excellency. So it's very hurtful. Like I said earlier, it's a dagger up in the back. So I don't want to believe that these allegations, these false allegations that the queens and stuff are bringing towards Maurice Muhammad, you know what I'm saying, are true. I don't want to believe it. And I'm not going to believe it. Everybody deserves a fair trial. You know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. You know, but at that, you know what I'm saying, at this point, man, you know, we done spoke on that. Maurice Muhammad, man, I was hoping. But see, this is a new channel. So I don't have the followership that I used to have, you know, on my other channel. So that's why I asked, you know, that you would be able to download this once this is done so you could premiere it or something and post it to your channel so the people would be able to hear this because the people need to hear this conversation and Maurice Muhammad himself needs to hear this. How he had young brothers such as myself that were followers of his. Like, yo, I placed him up in high respect and high regard. You know, um, I placed him up in high respect and high regard. And it's just hurtful, man. Like I gotta keep on saying this, man. Like, yo, man, like I almost want to shed a tear because a man that I thought that represented black excellency, just right before my very eyes, calling a white woman a cave. What Negroes these days, shoot, they call white women snow bunnies. No, F that. I want to keep this PG-13, so I'm not gonna curse. Fuck that. I'll just spell it out. But what I'm saying is, a man that I placed in high regards is been exposed. So that means all that pro-black stuff, that pro-black talk, that black supremacy talk, is out the door because even the blackest of the black, the supremacist of the supremacist, love the white woman, love Becky. Sitting up here, man, Maurice Muhammad with Becky. And yes, I'm going to say it because it's hurtful, man. Like I said, I'm almost in tears. Love Becky. Man, come on, bro. But all right, I'm going to turn, we're calling out all fakes, frauds, and phonies. I mean, these fake Indians. And I mean, man, who's the next phony on the agenda, bro? So I can speak on it. Are we going to talk about Sniffy today? Or are we going to get directly up into the fake Indians? Bro, it's on you, man. It's your call, bro. Who we going for next?
Let's talk about the fake Indians.
Okay, all these fake Indians, man, oh man, oh man. All right, let me just say this. All right, let me start. I did a DNA test on 23andMe, and I found out that the majority of my ancestry comes from the country of Nigeria. I have Nigerian ancestry, I have Senegambian ancestry, I have Ghanaian ancestry, I have Angolan and Congolese ancestry. So that means my people were African people. Now these fake ass dudes that's out here with these head dresses on, with these feathers, talking about feathers up, they a Muskogee Indian. Like, come on, man, these dudes, they never have any type of their scholarship is flawed, man. They have no sources to be able to even provide. We are. I'm not an indigenous. I'm not. I'm not a Native American. I have 0% of Native American ancestry. I'm African. My people were African, brought over here through the transatlantic slave trade. These are facts. That's why my heroes and my sheroes are Nat Turner, um, the most honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey, Mary McLeod Bethune, um, uh, um, Queen Nanny, Queen Nzinga. And that's a whole nother discussion because, I be watching the pseudo killers and, they've been doing stuff talking about Queen Nzinga, trying to paint her into a bad picture. They claim that she sold 13,000 um, Angolan slaves to the Dutch per year. But yeah, I'm just gonna continue to go. But Queen Harriet Tubman, I'm about my people, man. I ain't never been told except on once a couple people up in my family who have self-hatred issues. They went to talking about you're Native American, you're a Blackfoot Indian. And it's just, man, it's not based on any type of scientific or DNA evidence at all. I have Jamaican from Westmoreland Parish, Jamaican ancestry. I have people, family members that come from Jamaica. That's why I'm a Rasta. I'm a Rasta by birth and a African supremacist by blood and by nature. So what I'm saying is all these fake ass indigenous dudes, these fake Muskogee Indians, man. And I know one in particular, but I'm gonna pass the microphone to Brother Guy and maybe his name will get caught up, but get caught out. But these fake ass Indians, man, like it's just a damn shame, man. It's a shame. These fake ass wannabe Indians, wannabe indigenous, hate Africa, hate Haiti, hate Jamaica. These are all just different stops on the slave ship. The slave ship, like even Christopher Columbus, they accredited him for discovering America, but he never even been to North America from what I heard. If my information is correct, he went down, he went down to, I believe, like what was that, Brother God, the West Indies or something? He never even been to North America.
Facts.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know what I mean? I mean, man, come on, man. Brother God, man, please lead out, man. It's on you, bro. I just want to, man, we got to go in on these fucking fake Indians, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Well, you got to understand too. A lot of the times when they don't want to get, when these ADOS or these descendants of slavery cats, FBAs or whatever they want to call themselves, they got so many names, and neither one of them don't even like each other. The Moors, the Israelites, and all these other clowns, because they're all the same to me. Anytime when they don't support, anytime when they attack other black people across the world, across the globe, they really letting you know they really feel that they're closer to the white man than their own people. So that's what you're hearing. You're hearing that we're you also hear that you got some nutcase will say, well, we're abstract people, because something that Frederick Douglass said. I never read anywhere that Frederick Douglass said anything that we abstract, we admixture people. I never heard that anywhere. And when you ask them to bring their sources, they can't bring up the sources that Frederick Douglass say anything like that. So, so like I said, these guys are not scholars. They don't bring heavy sources. They bring these little crayon markers and say, "Oh, this is who we are," and that which don't tell us anything. When we say that we came off the slave ships from Africa and all that stuff from Africa and shipped over to the Americas, that was oral stories that was passed down to generation. So if your mother's saying it, if your grandmother's saying it, and if your great parents saying it, It's stories that was passed down. So how in the world that we're lying? How that people going to say that there's no such thing of slavery didn't happen, or where's the slave ships, where's the remains, when they actually found remains, when people actually Cujo Lewis, who actually was one of the last people who came off a slave ship, and even him, there's been many others. How can you going to say these guys, how come you going to say slavery didn't happen? You know what I'm saying? So these guys, but when you ask them, where is your roots here in North America? What have you built? They sit there and they will lie and say, "Oh, well, I'm a descendant of the Olmecs." How the Olmecs? How can you prove that? Where's your DNA? How and they want you to believe them out of their own mouth. No, you got to show me some proof. You got to show me some solid proof that you're from this country. I'm not going to take your word for it. Say, show me a native status code. You got to show documentation. See, when it comes down to us, CJ, that they feel like they don't have to show us anything. We have to take their word for it. No. When the white man wants proof and evidence, you have no problem showing him. So I'm asking you to show me some documentation. Don't show me some stupid ass book, that some pseudo book. Show me some scientific evidence that you're from this land. Show me a native status card. Show me that show me your reservation. Show me that you're getting some sort of benefit that you from this land. But they can't show it to you. Those ADOS they talking about, well, we want reparations. Well, reparations is only for the descendants of enslaved Africans, not descendants of slavery, not descendants of Black Americans, because Americans didn't slave Americans. See, when you start dropping serious jewels on these guys, they can't handle it, and they'll sit there and they'll make up stuff, and they keep going from one lie to another. And that's the problem. And that's the problem. So we gotta stop stop them from lying on us and trying to trying to all this trick, because like I said, it's all about being closer to the white man. Just like Captain Cesario said, he said we are closer more than the white man than the black man in Africa. This is what he said out of his own mouth, and a lot of black people went with it. This is where you got Tariq Nasheed. He don't like African people, and he'll call them saying how African people are. They ashy and he talk about how and this is a black man. But then again, you look at his family. He got a mulatto woman, got a mulatto wife. He's actually got white in-laws that he's taking care of inside his little struggle mansion. So when you look at when you do some background checks on these people and you look at their families, then you can understand where that hate come from. That's why we need to do background checks on even within our own, because people talk this pro-black stuff, and then but they're not living it. They're not living it. You talk about you pro-black, but you don't have a dark-skinned wife, or you don't have a dark-skinned husband. Your children is not black. You don't represent you don't represent any African culture. You don't have African names. You're not trying to visit Africa. You're not trying to get into your roots. You're not trying to build with other people who are successful. Something's terribly wrong with that picture. But then when you look at their life, they're on YouTube all the time, and they want to battle anybody that claim they're Pan-African. You know what I'm saying? So when like I said, just hear they talk. They don't have nothing to show for nothing. Ask them, show some receipts. What are you doing? Oh, this is our land. Okay, show me that you passed some laws in this country. Show me where's the laws that you have. They have they don't own nothing. No, they don't own one skyscraper. They don't own no, they haven't written no law. They haven't done nothing. But they want to claim something that don't belong to them. And even if you say that this country belongs to you, you ain't running it. You allowed somebody to come into your so-called country and take over. And now, but you're not attacking the enemy, you're attacking your own people on YouTube, on some YouTube shit. You see how silly these dudes are? They say the most worst things about African people, but then when it comes down to the enemy, they don't do that. They don't attack them. And I'm talking about on a daily basis. That's why all of them are cartoon characters. And like I say, you got to treat them like cartoons. You got to treat them like they're a joke. You got to treat them like they're a joke. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like I said, I just look at it as entertainment, man. It's all entertainment. It's not really, it's all love and hip hop bullshit. That's all it is. It's a minstrel show. And I yield the mic.
Yeah, facts, bro. It's definitely all entertainment. And that's the only reason I be watching these dudes, man. Especially these Abbas, man, because they're funny. Man, YouTube, it's just all about entertainment. But I'm trying to figure out before we close out, man. I mean, is there any other fake fraud or phony that you got on your mind that you want to address, bro? So we could go in.
Well, I gotta say this. We already called out one fake and phony, and we know he's been expired by a mental patient, and now he's out there stuck in Mississippi with the C-19, and he's lying. But this is the same dude that telling everybody, "Oh, don't take the jab," what they call the vaccine. But you've been out there, you caught coronavirus, and you had that shit for 2 months. You had that for 2 months, but you telling other black people not to take a vaccine. See what I'm saying? Something's wrong with that picture. So I see those people. Those people haven't built nothing. These people been on this earth longer than me. They've been here longer than me. So as all of these guys don't, they don't want to work together. They don't want to unite. These Aboriginals or these Moors and all these other clowns like Tyrone and the rest of them. They're not going to build nothing. And all of them are together.
Yo, bro, I gotta ask. No, sorry, bro. Okay, Tyron, I know exactly who that is. He be rocking with Alquan, right? That's the Tyron you talking about.
Yes.
Okay. Didn't he say that he's a Muskogee Indian?
He said he was a Muskogee Indian.
What the hell is what the hell is a Muskogee Indian, bro?
Basically, these supposed to be some native Indians that look damn near Caucasian. But when you look at but there's a picture. I snapshot a picture of how he looked, and he don't look like no Muskogee Indian that I know. And I did a program on it where you had all these indigenous people, and you don't see one black face. Because I think Biden had passed a called the Indigenous Day, and you don't see one black face. And he got upset. He came on a live. He got upset. So I said, I don't see you in here. I don't see you in there. You're not in any tribe. So he said, well, I'm a Muskogee. Okay, then show me your native status card. But see, when you ask for proof and evidence, they can't show it to you. These guys are living in dreams. They living in fantasies. These guys, and they want to tell you who you are. They want to be your parents. They want to be your grandparents. Well, you know, you're not really African. You're really Indian. You the real Indians. But they're not giving you your native status card. They're not giving you your reservation or putting you in a place. They're not giving you any reparation money. They're not taking care of you. But they'll tell you, well, you're not really African. You're Native Indian.
I wonder what those Muskogee women look like. The Muskogee women. That's why, man. I wish Tyron, man. I've been listening to him for a long time. Um, I wonder. My main question is, what does a Muskogee woman look like? Like, that's who I want to see. I want to see, since he's a Muskogee Indian, and I had never even heard of the Muskogee Indians. I ain't gonna lie until I did some research and looked it up. Um, but when I looked at the Muskogee Indian tribe, like you say, man, I didn't see no black folks. I didn't see nothing that looked like a black folk up there. Who the hell? Man, it ain't no way, man. He ain't. Man, these people are fucking liars, man.
Well,
They
you
just
well,
hate being
well,
African.
you got to understand too. See, these people haven't lived back in those days. These people, I don't think white folks, in my opinion, will lie 100% like that. A lot of these guys were sketch artists. They sketch certain things, and they were um, show how these people really looked. So I don't think like if you really look at it, look at the Greeks. Look how they paint. Look how they did the paintings and the sculptures and all that stuff. They let you know this is how we looked. So I don't think white folks will lie and say, oh well, these people were really black African people, black people. They showed how these people really looked back in those days when they came to the Americas. They showed how they really looked. So when they say these people were dark skinned, they probably wore paint to make their face a different color. Because we already know that Indians wear a lot of war paint. So we don't know what Christopher Columbus had really seen or whatever, because he said, well, these are dark people. So they probably was, we already seen how Indians, they had this little reddish tan on them, or they probably wore some paint on them. We don't know. So we don't know what he see. But when they show these Indians and we show these, the how these Indians really look, they don't look African. They don't look African. They look like they're mixed with a little Asian in them, and they mix with a little European. But they're not African people. I know how African people look like. So so when you look at these photographs and when you look at these little drawings and all that stuff, white people ain't lying about that. White people not lying like that. And that's another thing I don't like about these pro-blacks. They always try to make it, well, they just want to make you believe there were different races of people. No, they didn't lie. They show you how these people really look. So I wouldn't go there. But when it comes to us, they will fabricate it. They will try to uh, change stuff around or try to make it seem like change the story. They will change our history. But when it comes to other people, they're not going to do that. Anybody that's non-African, they're not going to change their story like that. They're going to show you these people really are and what they really did. So what you see in the pictures, how those Aboriginals really look, they're not lying about that. That's actual photos, actual drawings. And I yield the mic.
Yes, sir. Well, at this point, man, it's been a great show. Are there any more frauds, fakes, and phonies that we need to call out before we do our closing statements, brother?
No, that's it, man. I mean, we already discussed the one major fraud and phony, um, and I still want to come on that dude's panel and challenge him. And it's so weird to me how this dude, when he makes programs and stuff, he's always say, "Well, if you want to come, you know, if you want to come and defend yourself, you could come on my panel. You could defend yourself." Well, it's just weird to me where when I wanted to come on your show, sir, Mr. B1, Mr. Mississippi Initiative, when I said I wanted to come on your show, you make a video talking about you're not going to allow me on your show. Were you afraid of me? Who's the real coward? You know what I'm saying? So if we're gonna deal with the information, let's deal with the information. You're the one who said it was okay to kiss men on the mouth. You're the one who said it was okay for two men to hold hands, according to the Muslim world, and you're Muslim. So it doesn't matter who program you on, and you claim that you love black women, but you're dissing black women. I'm a little confused with that, because if you claim you love the black woman, you're not going to say anything negative about her. Despite all the things, all the wrongs that she might have done or she might have said. This is something that you promote. So I'm a little confused. But like I said, you're the real double talker. You're the real flip-flop. And I already said this way before. I already said this way before in the past, that you was a flip-flopper. You're a double talker, triple talker, and a quadruple talker. And you got the nerve to get on other people's platform and see and I'm gonna say this to Mr. B1, your reign is over. Ain't nobody listen to your dumb ass no more. They see all your flaws now. You're not consistent. And like I said again, you come out with your foolishness, people will test you. People will challenge you. And I'm one of them. So you come out with your foolishness on your little programs or whatever, and I find out, I'm coming out. I'm going to say, you'll put the link in. Because you claim that I'm afraid of you. So let's see who's going to be afraid of who. Coward. And brother CJ, thanks for having me, brother. This was a good program, man. Very interesting. I like it. You know what I'm saying? And we need to do this more often. Definitely. But we're gonna do whatever we can to build up your channel, man. Because we're gonna try to do that. We're gonna try to.
Bro, I want you, man, to as soon as this gets done uploading, man, I want you to go to the channel, copy this, and get the video and post it and premiere it or something on your channel, bro. This conversation needs to be out there so people can see. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna at this point, man, we're about to do just our closing statements. I'm gonna begin with my brother from another African mother, man, Guy Nollywood Jr. I'm just gonna let him do his closing statement. I'm gonna close out and we're gonna be done.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me again. And I just wanted to say, man, the falls and the phonies, man. We got to get rid of. We got to air them out. We got to air them out because there's a lot of false teachings. There's a lot of anti-African movement going around, and basically, as you know, people got mommy and daddy issues. People always think that they're the leader of all black movements, and but they spreading wrong information. A lot of hypocrisy in these movements, or whatever they trying to do. And then when they say things that's hypocritical, they try to clean it up, and I don't like that. You know what I mean? Like, be real, be honest with yourself, man. But my whole thing is this: is like, don't come on my panel talking any type of foolishness. And like I said, I'm not going to allow fake and phonies on my channel. You know, so I'll come on your channel and air you out. But you're not going to come on my channel and talk that crap on my channel. You know, I'm not gonna just like I ain't let that bozo on my channel, even though when I dropped the link, he clicked on the link. He was in backstage, and he thought he was gonna come on. And I said, no, not coming on, not coming on. You go where you came from. I said I would come on your channel because you always say that if people disagree with you, they can come and defend themselves. So I'll come on your channel. So, you know, my channel is not for hypocrites. My channel is for real solid brothers and sisters that want to make a difference. So that's what I'm about. I'm not about foolishness. I'm not about any type of religion. I'm not about none of that. So we just got to be consistent. We got to be a consistent race. We got to be a selfish race as a collective. A selfish race as a collective. You know, do for self. And I went and me and CJ, you and I have been talking about this for the longest, for almost since we even got on social media. But then you got people that's in the way; they want to change the game. So we got to be very consistent of what we say and what we do. So with that said, I don't want to take too much time on here, but CJ, I want to say thank you for having me, and I'm definitely going to upload this. What you can do, if you don't want this on your channel, you could just send me the link so I can have it. Just put it private and just send me the link or tag me where I could put it on if you don't want to show this on your program, which is understandable.
No, I'm gonna keep it up, bro.
Okay.
Until I see it premiere. I'm
Okay.
keeping this one up because I'm gonna go back and watch it myself.
Okay.
This is a powerful program, man. And it's just the fact that we have to do this as an African race, as you know, being African people, man. We have to call out these frauds, these fakes, and these phonies, man. Like, don't come amongst the people with with that black supremacy talk if you're not living that type of lifestyle. And it's just the fact of the matter that, you know, a lot of us, man, we made mistakes. A lot of us, we have past, but, don't try to speak as if you're holier than thou. Or that's one thing I like about certain brothers is, they'll tell you straight out the door. Like, they don't sugarcoat nothing, they don't hide nothing. They will let you know. They are totally transparent. They'll let you know what the hell, what type of past that they come from. And that's how we gotta be, man. But these people who claim to be all about black folks, and then we see that they love white folks, love white women, and all of a sudden the white woman and the Mexican Hispanic woman is now classified as being a a, a snow bunny or a brown bunny or whatever type of bunny. I mean, man, come on, man. Like, that's just ridiculous. That's crazy. That is not where we need to be. The only bunny that I ever catch eyes for is an African bunny. And I'm talking about, I like them the darkest of the dark. The most darkest sister that I can find is the most beautiful. I'm not into the mulattoes. Oh no. I'm into, you know, dark skinned, purebred black women, African women. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, man, at the end of the day, man, up on closing, it's just like, yo, just stop it. Like, people just need to stop it, man. Stop putting out these fronts, like faking the funk and all that type of stuff, man. Acting as if you're something that you're not, man. Just keep it real. Keep it real, man. And up on that, um, I just want to say, man, just give a huge shout out, to my ancestors, to my Nigerian, Senegambian, Congolese, and Angolan ancestors, man. The ones that paved the way for us, man, to have a better day, a brighter future, man. And up on that note, man, we out. Peace and one love to the African continent, always and forever.
Peace.